Not these things down, guys, not these things down. One thing, if you have all these documents correct, you will have your passport if not 1 week. Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. So guys, in case you're new here, karibu sana, and kama kawaida, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're returning by, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Before we proceed, disclaimer, I stay next to the road, so if you hear vehicles passing by, please bear with me. I can't do anything about it. And also, there is a construction going on down here where in this building that I'm staying at. So if also you hear noise from that, please bear with me, it won't happen again. In case you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're watching this video, kindly do so. It's completely free. So under today's video, guys, I want to share with you out, guys, something which is so important, and something which I went through that could assist someone outside there, that could assist I know not so many people have gone through that, but anyway, let me know down below in my description box your stories on how you went through these processes. So guys, straight to the point. So our passport is finally here. Yes. So I'm going to share out with you guys tips, very easy tips on how you can get your passport, Kenyan passport. And that is, if you're watching and you're a Kenyan and you don't have a passport, I'm going to save you out, guys, because my case, which I'm going to share out with you guys, was a very difficult one. So I applied my passport 2017. Yes. Don't be shocked. Yes, guys. I applied my passport in the year 2017 around November. I have that envelope, so I look for it, guys. I'll put a picture there so that you can see. So after applying in 2017 my passport, what happened? I applied via the cyber cafe, cyber cafe, where you go to the online places, you go meet the cyber guys, then they ask you for details, and back then it was 7,500 shillings, yes, for 54 pages if I'm not wrong. So after applying, they told me to wait for like 2 months. I was directed to go after you apply immediately. There is a message you'll get. Then they told me to go to immigration offices, which indeed I went there. So when I went to immigration, imagine they didn't tell me at the cyber, they didn't tell me the requirements that are needed at the immigration. So when I went to the immigration, I was told to bring out these requirements that I'm going to share with you guys, which are mandatory. These requirements are very important. And guys, if you have all these things legit, and everything like original, genuine, you will have your passport within a week. That is it, guys. Like, let nobody lie to you. If you have all the requirements that they need, within a week you can have your passport, within a month or within 2 months. But mine took like 5 years, like 2017 to now, roughly 4 to 5 years. Yes, but I'm going to tell you, as I said, what happened to that. So when I went to immigration, I was told to bring my original birth certificate, which is compulsory. Original birth certificate, then my parents' ID, both of my parents, like your mom and your dad, copy of ID. And I was also asked to bring my national ID card, which is not compulsory though. Yes. And one thing I was also required to, I was also asked to bring my two passport size. You have to take a picture, two passport size. And another thing, which, what was it? The certificate of good conduct. Yes. So they also needed that. So since I was supposed to travel, which is a story for another day, the journey didn't happen. So I was so reluctant with it. The time passed. Then next year, because remember I'd applied in November, so next year at around 2018 now, then yes. So what happened in 2018? It was election year. We were so busy, like everybody, we were running up and down. You know how it can be. And since I didn't have any traveling by then, I didn't bother to go look for a passport. When 2019 came, I was also supposed to travel, but those who know me, that I'm half Kenyan and half Ugandan. So most of the time I could go to Uganda. It's so easy because in an it's a East African community. You don't have to have a passport. Like I just pass with your Kenyan ID. So that's why I've never bothered to look for one. So in 2019, I was also supposed to travel. So every year I'm always supposed to travel, but due to passport, I didn't have a passport. Um, I couldn't travel. So I went back to immigration again. Guess what, guys? What happened? So it happened that my birth certificate had no authorization number. So they say that my birth certificate is not genuine. I'm like, it was my parents who gave me this, but who got me this birth certificate? How you guys saying it's not genuine? And get me, I don't know. Then they were like, bring the parent that gave you the birth certificate. I'm like, really? So it has to be a process. Where did you get this birth certificate from? I'm like, I got this birth certificate when I was so young, so I don't even know like who. I can't even remember. I don't even know if my dad will remember where he got the birth certificate. It went out like that, so they had to transfer me from. I stay in Mombasa, so they have to take me back to Kisumu, my hometown. So I went all the way to Kisumu to get the birth certificate. When I reached Kisumu, I had a limited time because I was working at the same time. I didn't have enough time. So I went to the immigration offices there at the. I went to Bath offices at Kisumu. Then I was told, okay, fine, we will send you a copy once it's ready. You just go back to coast, then everything will be fine. Since I went on a Friday and I was supposed to travel back to Mombasa because on a Monday I'm supposed to report to work. So I came back to Mombasa. um then I started following up. I started following up every now and then. I could make a phone call. The one day I went to the birth register here in Mombasa. I met a sweet lady, and she helped me out. I won't lie. There are so many agents, and by the way, guys, one thing before I proceed, be very very careful with those agents. I'm telling you, not all of them are so genuine. Some of them, that is a business they are doing, because you won't imagine the price that it cost me to just have that authorization number, something like that. Yeah. So be very careful with those agents that you meet at the birth area. They know that there's so many people who are desperate looking for birth certificates, and so many people are looking for either death certificates or like you name it all. So be very careful when you go to look for those agents. So that's where I met a lady, and she told me, like, it's election here and things are very difficult. And since your birth certificate was taken long ago, it will need process. And the person that registered you is no longer in Kisumu County. Oh my goodness. So I'm supposed to be traveling, the dates are nearing. So I was like, what can I do? Of course, like you have to pay. So I was so desperate. I paid her some cash. Then she sent the person she sent my details to now Homa Bay County, to the person, that the register officer who was supposed to sign my document. I was like, oh my goodness. So I wasn't born in Homa Bay. I was born in Kisumu, Nyanza Hospital. Like, what is not happening? And since I was so in desperate in getting my documents right, I wanted to travel. I just wanted to leave, like. So I waited. Then that was 2018, late 2019. It's reached December. I could call her every day. No, you have to wait. It's election. Things are not okay. Things are doing bad. Jesus Christ! Like, what's not happening? I'm not traveling again. Again. Remember, I've already applied for my passport, and I already paid the 7,500 with my birth certificate that they are telling me that it's not genuine. So I had no choice. I was like, should I travel back to Kisumu? I had to travel back again, guys. Like, that was 2019. I had to travel back to Kisumu, to the office, to the immigration again. Then I asked them, what should I do? They told me to go to bank offices. And remember, government offices are always so long, and I didn't have time. I think I have a clip. I think so. Yes, I have a clip, guys, that I had to go all the way just to correct. Before I proceed, let me not forget what happened in between. She did brought me my birth certificate, guys. Let me not give her. Let me just give her credit. But now there was a error. That was a spelling error. So I am called Hongo and it was called Bongo. So instead of H, they wrote B. Guys, I'm telling you, those small mistakes at the immigration, you won't get your passport. You will not. So when she brought me that passport, I went again to immigration office in Mombasa and they rejected it. They said no, they have to change this. You are called Hongo. I was like, should I just change it with my pen? It is just a computer error. So what can I do? I made a phone call. It was in vain. So I had to pay again for them to reprint my birth certificate again to Hongo instead of Bongo. Guys, I finally get my birth certificate. This was really hectic, guys. I've been waiting for this thing to be corrected. So right now I'm just heading home, then I'll go to immigration that is back in Mombasa because all my details are there. Guys, I've really hustled for this just to change a spelling error. Like literally they wrote my dad's name as Bongo instead of Hongo, so that's why I wasn't able to get my passport. I'm so happy was able to travel all the way from Mombasa to Kisumu to just correct this. So that was 2019. Boom, it came back. So I was so happy. Finally, things are working out. Things are going to be okay. I was supposed to travel. I was so happy. Then anyway, it was God plans. I lost my mom. So when we lost my mom again the same year, things changed. I didn't have the urge to travel again. I wanted to go home. I went back to Kisumu, the burial, like we Luo, we do keep bodies for a long time. She took around like 3 months. So all that process of looking for a passport changed again. I had to stay back home. I went. Then when I came back again, things changed. I started looking for my now making a follower, but this time round I wasn't that making it a follower because I knew my journey is not going to proceed. So to cut the long story short, 2019 again, COVID happened. So when COVID happened, things stopped. Nothing was moving, guys. I could not go to this office. Everything closed. People were working from home. So I had to stop. Yes, in 2020 I had to stop again. I lost my dad again. The urge of traveling disappeared again, so I didn't have that urge. I wasn't looking for my passport anymore again. Then something just came in my mind. I've already applied, so why should I waste this 7,500 go in vain? I went again now after now my dad's burial. I came back. I started looking for the passport. I went the same agent, and they were like, I can give me 20,000. Some wanted 30,000. And I said, guys, be very careful with these agents because some are not genuine. But thank God, finally I was able to get my birth certificate. So I'm going to save you guys. I'm going to save you this whole mess. Remember, mine took like 3 to 4 years, like 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, like 4 years, roughly 4 years. So not these things down, guys, not these things down. One thing, if you have all these documents correct, you will have your passport, if not 1 week, a month, depending with the printing processes, because again I hear that the printing processes also takes time. But wishing you all the best, guys. One thing that you have, the requirement that you must have original birth certificate, as I said, and genuine. Another thing, you must have your parents birth copy of ID. Both your parents, whether your mom or your dad, you must have all their copy of ID. Then, in case you are diseased like mine, you must have original death certificate. That is a must. You must have original death certificate, guys. So, with and also this same round, they didn't ask me for my certificate of good conduct. I wasn't asked. Only those few things, guys. And there, there you are, you get your passport. So wish you luck with all the passports. And before I forget, as I said, those people who are half Kenyan, half Ugandan, half blah blah blah, as long as your dad is a Kenyan, you are guaranteed to get a passport. So the only thing you have, if your dad was married to your mom, you have to produce a marriage certificate, because they have to check the lineage from your mom's. How did she came to Kenya? How did she arrive? A lot of that is required. So if you're half Kenyan, half Ugandan, or half Kenyan, half Tanzania, don't worry, you can as well get your birth certificate. And another thing also, you have, if you are in a hurry, you can use agents. I'm going to leave my number down below, guys, so in case you want to get those agents, I have a very very legit and genuine agent that will help you get your passport within days. Yes, guys, I mean it. And remember, if you want things to happen faster, it has to cost you. There's so many people applying for passport, a lot of things. And one thing, guys, one thing that I noticed, just be honest. Like, learn to be honesty will help you, because even during the interview, if you don't know the question that they're asking and you're trying to lie, God, girl, boy, if you are watching this video, just try to be honest. Be yourself, be truthful to yourself. The only thing that they want there is being honest. If you don't say the truth, that's how you won't get it, because they will try to ask you some questions which are so personal, which I won't disclose here. It's happened at the immigration. But one thing, guys, just be honest. Like, just be honest, don't lie at all. And in case your family member has a passport, like for my case, my brothers has a passport, you can always present them. And those who are separated parents, make sure to have an affidavit to show that your parents no longer stay together. So I thought of sharing out with you guys to save you the cost, and also to save you the process that I went through. It's not easy. Like, imagine taking me 4 to 5 years to get a passport, something that you can get within 10 days or within a month. And there you go. So I think I'm going to end this video here. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video till this farthest end. I'm not a good storyteller, I'm just trying out. And in case you have any question, guys, don't hesitate to ask me. And another thing, right now the passport that are there are the 34 pages. So there are so many pages you can apply. So anyway, then just contact me in case you need a faster passport. Just contact me down below so that I can explain for you these things in detail. So if you find this video useful, kindly share it to your friends, comment down below, let me know your opinion, and also let me know your stories in case you went through the same thing. And wishing you all the best. So until next time, guys.